people? My name is Joseph Ferguson. This is Cool Story Fergs. And if you're not familiar with what we do on this corner of the internet, it's just where I talk about all the important stuff that's happening during this week. And this episode is brought to you by Freedom. Yes, freedom. Who gets it? How much do you get? When does it get taken away? And all that kind of fun stuff. The first two stories this week involve the gay community. And gays, I just want to say this off the bat. I love you guys. I feel like the more gay guys there are, the less competition there is for me, and ladies will just have to settle for me. And on top of that, I feel like living in a gay community would just be awesome. Aside from the occasional snarky comment about my attire, there really isn't anything to worry about. I can just leave my doors unlocked. Worst case scenario, someone's going to break into my house and redecorate. Alright. News. Now the first story involves gay people and Pope Francis. When I first read that headline, I was like, wow, this isn't going to turn out well. Turns out love and acceptance is in the air, people. Because Pope Francis has come out and said that he will support gay ministers. And you know what? It's beautiful. I love it. For someone that high up in the Catholic faith to come out and say gay is okay, it's beautiful. I mean, I personally don't care what religion you are, as long as you take some suck out of the world and replace it with awesome. You're okay in my book. I feel like if I had a religion, we would just talk about all the awesome things that we do from time to time, and then we would get served steak by hot girls. Yeah, hot girls and steak. Just don't be a bad person. It's my philosophy. And hot girls and steak, like I said before. Hot girls and steak. Next, let's talk about Russian legislation and how it affects you. Recently, in Russia, a law was passed that says you cannot promote a gay lifestyle. Well, how does it have any bearing on me? Next year, Russia will be hosting the 2014 Olympics. And since some of the athletes going to Russia are gay, I know, gay figure skaters, it blows my mind too. And it's not just athletes, gay reporters, gay spectators, gay people just working on the equipment there. Basically, anyone gay in Russia can be thrown into holding for about 14 days and then extradited to their country of citizenship. The U.S. even mailed all the athletes saying we don't know if these laws will be enforced and to what extent they will be being enforced, so watch yourself. That last part I kind of paraphrased. But a quote from one of the sponsors of the bill, Vitaly Mianov, did say, I haven't heard any comments from the government of the Russian Federation, but what I do know is acting in accordance with Russian law. And if a law has been approved by a federal legislature and signed by the president, the government has no right to suspend it. It doesn't have the authority. So basically what he's saying is we made it a law and it can't not be a law for a certain amount of time for a certain group of people, which I kind of get. Half of me says, you know what, Russia, do you? If that's something that you truly believe and you hate the gays, gay people in Russia, just leave. But the other side of me says hate and intolerance shouldn't be anywhere, and I don't find it acceptable in any place. So I guess that's your question of the week. Do you think that these laws will actually be enforced? And if so, to what extent? Let me know in the comment section down below. Next, we're going to hop off the freedom train for a second. It is news. Next, we're going to talk about news. It isn't really news, but it interests me, so it's kind of news. NFL superstar Riley Cooper was at a Kenny Chesney concert. Wanted to go backstage. Bouncer told him no, and he said this.
I will jump that fence and fight every nigger here.
Now, first of all, I don't know why anyone is surprised that someone at a Chesney concert would say the N-word. What? Country music fans? Yeah, country music fans. Second of all, black people, I want to talk to you guys for a second. You guys stop acting surprised when white people use the N-word. Honestly, I've been on Xbox Live. Just say you know a black person and you'll hear the N-word more than a slave auction. And on top of that, I hate the people who are like, oh, he's made a career-ending mistake. No, he didn't. And if you play sports, you can get away with anything. You can get away with rape. You can get away with murder. You can get away with shooting someone. You can probably get away with using the N-word. I guarantee you in 3 months, everyone will be like, Riley Cooper said the N-word. What? Him and Paula Deen, I guess when they get angry, they're just racial slurs abound. And by the way, I am in no way, shape, or form condoning the fact that he said the N-word. I'm just saying I'm not like, oh my God, how could he do that? I'm not that surprised. I know perfectly well how we could do that. I really do. Next, in beautiful people news, Ariana Grande stops by Big Boy in the Neighborhood to do an interview. And I want to say, halfway through the interview, this happens.
Alright. God, oh God, boy. I've been working all goddamn year, I just got my check. I'm about to spend it all on me. I'm worth it. Yep. Hold up. Tell me what you see. Pull up, swear, watch these mob. It's free. Say what up, though, when you see me in the street. Good music in this bitch, now drop that motherfucking beat.
Yes, that was Ariana Grande covering Guap by Big Sean. And I know what some of you guys are going to say. Joseph, that happened last week. Why are you talking about it this week? Shut up. I just found out about it this week. And if I hadn't known about it last week, I probably would have talked about it. This is really your fault, guys. Motherfuckers don't like to tell me when Ariana Grande does wonderful things. There's just something about Ariana Grande saying boy and her trying to be Big Sean voice that makes me even more attracted to her. I say even more attracted to her because she's already in my five. My five being the 5 people I would have sex with even if I was in a relationship. And my non-existent girlfriend is just going to have to deal with that. My 5 being, in no particular order, Ariana Grande, Mila Kunis, Emma Stone, Sofia Vergara, and Jennifer Lawrence. Next, I want to talk about some hip-hop news. Something Else by Tech 9, and that might be, and this is not an overstatement, it's definitely the best album I've heard all year. Jay-Z, no. Cole, no. Kanye, no. Tech 9 has the best album this year. If you do not believe me, check it out. I don't know why I did this. Probably because I'll put a link in the description somewhere for you to listen to the album. But go check it out. I promise you. This dude has a song with The Doors. What other rapper do you know has a song with The Doors? If you don't know who The Doors are, go look them up, you uncultured fuck. No, I'm kidding. That was a little angry of me. I'm sorry. Next, we're going to hop back on the freedom train for these last 2 stories of the week. I want to talk about the law that was struck down in New York for sodas. The law calls for a cap or a size limit on sodas. I think the cap was 64 ounces of soda you could buy at a time. And personally, I think the law is dumb. I think it's stupid. If people want to get fat and slowly kill themselves with diabetes, go ahead. Go do it. Go do it. Who am I to stop you? I'm not going to make laws that say you can't get this amount of soda at this amount of time. Go do what you want. But at the same time, don't expect national health care when you get fat and you get cholesterol issues and diabetes issues and all that kind of stuff because it's something that you brought upon yourself. I feel the same way about that as I feel about cigarettes. Do I smoke cigarettes? No, but am I going to stop you from smoking a cigarette? Do what the fuck you want, dude. Go drink a gallon of Mountain Dew if you want. This is America. You can do what you want. But just know there are ramifications for your actions. All right. Lastly, I want to talk about Castro. Ariel makes him sound like one of the Disney princesses. Anyway, the Cleveland dude who locked up 3 girls. Now, this man had the audacity to say, I just want the record clear. I never beat these women like they're trying to say I did. I never tortured them. And he went on to reference the Nelly concert that they went to, and he said, a person who's tortured doesn't act that way. My house was a house of harmony. But when you make the cool, calm, and calculated decision to hold 3 women hostage for 11 years, you kind of lose some credibility. It sounds like the judge didn't believe him either because the judge said, you said your house was one of harmony. I'm not sure if there's anyone that will agree with you. You made a calculated decision to do wrong. I gotta agree with the judge. Castro, you're a bad person. You were an awful person. Castro got 1,000+ years in prison, and you know what? People are like, yeah, lock him up forever. But I'm like, dude, just stop breathing my air. I don't want taxpayer dollars to keep you alive in prison. Because I don't know if you know this, but they take pretty good care of you in prison. He'll be around for a while. So my idea, put a bullet in his head, lethally inject him, whatever. I just don't want him alive anymore. But I guess being in prison for the rest of your life is a good substitute because it takes another dirtbag like you off the streets and makes it so you can't do wrong ever again. Alright, the awesome song of the week is All Me by Drake with 2 Chainz and Big Sean. I hate 2 Chainz so much that I actually removed his verse from it. So if you want to go in the description below, you can find the one without 2 Chainz. If you want 2 Chainz, then go fuck yourself. You can find that one yourself. Alright, don't forget your question of the week, guys. Do you think the anti-gay propaganda law will be enforced during the Olympics? To what extent? Let me know in the comment section down below. Alright. Press that subscribe button if you haven't already. Press that like button if you liked it. Favorite if you really liked it. I got a special video coming on Wednesday, so check back. I think you guys will really enjoy it. But my name is Joseph Ferguson. This is Cool Story Fergs, and I'm going to see you guys. Well, if you don't check back on Wednesday, I'll see you on Sunday. But hopefully I'll see you Wednesday. It'll be a good time. I'm excited. You should be too. Peace.